going on, everybody? It's your boy Rome 300 back again with another video. Yes, I'm back again. Thank you for joining me on He Smells Like Rome, where we talk about all things fragrances, niche fragrances, designer fragrances, indie fragrances. The most important thing is I want to show you guys is fragrances that no one is talking about. It's off their radar. And if they are talking about it, they ain't giving it the hype it needs. And that fragrance I want to talk about right here that I don't think gets the hype, doesn't get the praise it needs. Y'all saw the title. This is House of Sillage or House of Sillage. This is Dignified. Yes, that's what we're talking about today. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you guys the most classiest, upscale, luxury niche fragrance that I've come across in the last 2-3 years. Now, I'm telling y'all, man, this is an amazing fragrance that does not get the praise. We're gonna take a minute, right? We're gonna take a minute and look at the box. Look at that. Metal plaque, carbon fiber box. Come on, attention to detail. Even inside this joint right here, there's a nice little satin cloth to wipe your bottle down with, which I did, and I do often because that thing is a fingerprint magnet. But we're not here to talk about the box. We're here to talk about this beautiful fragrance, and that right here is Dignified. Yes, you see it. That gorgeous looking bottle. Oh my gosh. Now, this fragrance has been out for a few years, maybe 4 or 5 years, I'm assuming, somewhere around that time. But there's probably a handful of reviews out there about this fragrance. And I don't think that these people are doing it justice. Don't get me wrong, they gave it some praise, but they're not telling you guys what it's really about. So I want to tell you guys what it's really about. And I'm not trying to throw any shade, I'm just telling you that if you want the honest review when it's not categorized or pigeonholed into just one area, trust what I'm saying. I'm gonna give you all the smoke when it comes to this joint. So get your popcorn, sit back, and let's go. All right, so first off, this is a grown man juice. I said this in my fall fragrance list. This is a grown man juice. You can't be a boy wearing this. You can't be a kid wearing this. And that doesn't mean you can't be a young man. I'm just saying you cannot be an immature, goofy kid. You have to have a sense of awareness. You have to have confidence. And for me, you have to have somewhat of a gentleman's attitude. That's what I think they were trying to accomplish when they named this Dignified. It starts off, to me, with a nice, bright, citrusy, juicy bergamot mixed with cardamom and cinnamon. Cardamom and cinnamon to me smell almost identical, except that the cardamom is a little bit spicier. It's met with that sweet, spicy cardamom immediately with a super overdose of saffron. Now, this is probably the heaviest saffron-based fragrance I've ever come across in my journey of just fragrances. And I have at least 7 saffron-based fragrances over there. But this one right here, if anything else, saffron is the most noticeable note in this bottle. And it's gorgeous. It is, once again, one of those kind of notes that just screams gentleman, that makes women pay attention to you. Cardamom, yes, but saffron does it just on another level. Saffron makes it just, you have to be like, I don't know how to put it, but you have to be completely confident when you wear this because you're going to get noticed as soon as you come in the room. That's how strong the saffron is in this. Now, mixed with the cardamom, the saffron, and this, I guess you could say this imaginary cinnamon note, the spices, the slight floral note with this just, I could say, manly sweetness. The sweetness is coming across from the cardamom, excuse me, I don't know, I'm lost for words. The cardamom, and also it comes across from the saffron. Now, it's not a gourmand sweetness, it's more like an oriental sweetness. Now, for me, when I sprayed this, the first 3 or 4 hours I was watching this, I'm not gonna say 3 or 4, I'll say 2 to 3 hours. I got the Oriental spice mix, but I also got this kind of sheepra kind of vibe, like a hint of almost that barbershop smell when you just finish getting a haircut and they spray you with a little bit of the oak moss juice or whatever, or the lavender juice. It doesn't have any one of those notes in it, but it gives off that vibe, that feeling like you just got a haircut, slightly. Also, we get a little bit down to the middle of the fragrance, the heart of the fragrance. It's about, I'll say 3.5 hours in. The cardamom dies slightly, not much. I'll say about 50%. The saffron's still there, ain't going nowhere. It's met with a heavier dose of clove that takes over the cardamom. Now the clove gives it almost an herbal sense, but hinting closer to the vegetable sense. Now, I don't want to turn you up by letting it smell like vegetable. No. If you ever smell clove, clove has it's kind of leathery. It's also kind of like herbal and also kind of floral at the same time. That's that kind of vibe I get. I hope that I'm, describing it right for you guys. But imagine kind of a leathery herbal vibe mixed with spicy saffron. I'm telling you, it's an attention grabber. It's nothing like this. It's a good attention grabber. It's not like, why do you smell weird? You smell horrible. No, this is like, for me, when I smelled it, I could not understand why I liked it so much because I didn't have the notes. I went to Bloomingdale's and I smelled it for the first time. And I was like, wow, this is different. That's the best thing for me. Different. Different doesn't always mean bad. Different can mean good too. And for me, I like the definition different to make me unique, make me smell unique, and also, cause, head turners or conversations. So that's why that saffron, that clove, beautiful. Now we get a little bit closer to 5-hour mark. Clove kind of goes away, which is a little weird for me. It doesn't stay very long, maybe about 1.5 hours, and it dies at least 60% on my skin. After that, you're met with a nice floral rose. Now, this isn't that jammy rose. This is definitely a floral, wet floral, boutique kind of rose. But it still stays masculine, and I applaud them for that because usually when you get to that boutique or bouquet of floral roses, it immediately shifts to a woman-style fragrance. They didn't do that with this. It's definitely a little bit peppery. It has that floral, wet rose kind of vibe. I dig that. I love it. And that's amped up to take over the fragrance for about another 1.5 hours. So you're more into the floral rose kind of vibe, hints of that clove, still saffron sweetness. And that's pretty much about 6-7 hours in, where those are just kind of trading places with each other, and it's just wafts of it coming off of you. Now, when I tell you this isn't a perfume or pure perfume or even an straight, this is just an EDP, which EDPs are strong too. But this is amped up. I don't understand it. This is an amped up fragrance, not beast mode, but amped up to the point where it does not let go at all. You are not on a leash. You're not tamed. You will smell this, and it's going 95 miles an hour literally the entire time I wear this until roughly the dry down, the end of the dry down. And speaking of the dry down, this is where it becomes a little bit more interesting. This is where that gentleman quality comes in, when it's more for me like, I want to wear this when I'm in a tuxedo. I want to wear this when I'm in a 3-piece suit. This does not deserve anything less than being dressed at your best. Now, you can be dressed at your best when you're wearing some of the nice designer clothes, Fendi, Gucci, whatever is your pleasure. But for me, I'm saying, if I want to, throw a nice suit on, or if I'm wearing a tuxedo, this is number 1 on my list every single time, because I know that this is an attention grabber. I know that when I step in the room, my presence will be met, not just because of who I am or how I, walk, or present myself, but the fragrance is going to amp that up even more. So the dry down is met with an agarwood. Now you understand when I say it's going to command attention, because if you understand how oud works, oud is its own character in itself. Now this isn't oudi, it's agarwood. It is the wood with the resonance factors from the oud, but it's not oud itself, because you have to extract the oil or the resonance from the wood to get that oud kind of smell. This is more on the woody side, still has that resonance smell, still sweet. I don't know how they did it, but the resonance smell of this is sweet. It gives off that woody vibe at the end of it, but it's also met with a beautiful, powdery, slightly creamy sandalwood. Those I mean, when I tell you, look at me, trust me, that combination is just the winner for me. Sandalwood, agarwood is not powdery. I'm gonna say more like an airy sandalwood that has kind of a creaminess to it. That's kind of where this goes. Now I want to show you guys something that I probably didn't show you, or you've seen it, maybe you didn't. This is your first time ever seeing Dignified. This shit just is like almost James Bond kind of stuff right here. Look at this. That's dope. Did y'all see that? Look, I'm gonna do it one more time. Look at that. That's like one of them lighters, man. Come on, man. That's so classy. that's dope. So, like I was saying, we get the agarwood, we get the sandalwood. Sweet, still woody, yes, absolutely. We have vetiver in there, but honestly, I don't get the vetiver. Vetiver is very green, peppery, and it's dark black with a almost just a freshness to it. I don't get that at all in the dry down. Maybe I'm missing it. Maybe my nose just can't pick it up. I'm very familiar with vetiver from Haiti, but I just don't get it in here for me. But trust me when I tell you guys, this is a perfect fragrance for the fall. It's a perfect fragrance for gentleman quality, and I want you guys to definitely check this one out. You're missing out if you don't think that you can rock this. Anybody from the age of 21 that is confident, knows themselves, or is coming into themselves to the age of fucking 65, guys, rocking this fragrance will be one of your go-to signature fragrances if you're trying to rock something with a suit. If you're definitely a suit guy like I am, I'm a suit guy. Probably don't look like it right now. I look like I'm about to go shoot the damn rap video, but I'm telling y'all, this is an excellent fragrance for those who like classy fragrance. And this is no shade to that brand I was telling y'all about before. Nah. Layton does not have anything on this fragrance. Compare it if you get a chance. If you're female or you're a guy, either way, ladies, if you want to buy this for your husband or your man, spray Layton on them, spray this on them. Don't show them the bottle. I am so confident that they're gonna pick this 9 times out of 10. All right? I'm telling you guys, a beautiful fall fragrance for cool weather. When you're trying to dress up, when you're trying to look your best, if you want to feel your best, you gotta grab this. This has to be in your collection. This is Dignified from House of Sillage. Go get it. Check it out. You can thank me later. All right? That's it. I'm done. Till next time, guys, like I always say, it's okay if you want to smell like Rome. I'll check you guys out in the next video. Till then, peace.